In this episode, I am going to introduce you to the architecture of the universe, which, as we have discussed in the first episode of this video series, is the first creation. The first creation is designed and built after the second concept of five, meaning the concept of five that is being viewed through the third dimension. The architecture of the first creation is consistent with the four stages that we have discussed in the context of the transcendent persona and the immanent persona. As you can see here, the immanent persona does consist out of three stages in total, with on the one side the primary immanent persona and on the other side the secondary immanent persona, as well as the secondary disorder, which is being utilized by the primary immanent persona to avoid its own evility. And additionally, the secondary disorder that is placed right in between the secondary order and the primary order, making the entire stack of the relationship between the immanent persona and the transcendent persona consisting out of four stages in total. The entire architecture of the first creation is built in consideration of the very first stages that we know from the relationship between the transcendent and immanent persona. In the very same manner in which there are in total four stages regarding the relationship between the transcendent persona and the immanent persona, so is the architecture of the first creation, consisting out of four stages, as you can see here. These four stages can be categorized in two groups. Each group is a pair. In the very same manner in which the primary immanent persona and the transcendent persona form a pair, so does the secondary immanent persona and the secondary disorder form a pair as well. In that sense, the four stages of the first creation can also be categorized in two pairs. On the one side, the upper pair, and on the other side, the lower pair. The upper pair can also be called the transcendent pair because it is situated above the inferior pair, while the inferior pair can also be called the immanent pair because it is inferior to the transcendent pair. Because the transcendent pair is larger than the immanent pair, the transcendent pair can also be called the greater pair, while the immanent pair can also be referred to as the lesser pair. The greater pair in that sense is the upper pair, and the lesser pair is the lower pair. Both pairs, as we have discussed already, consist out of two individual stages, making the entire architecture of the first creation consisting out of four stages in total. These four stages can be also described as the stack. In the very same manner in which a stack consists out of multiple levels, so are the four stages being considered as individual levels of the first creation. The stages of the stack are being numbered or counted from the outside towards the inside, meaning the most superior pair is being considered as the first stage. The adjacent inferior stage is being called the second stage. The inferior stage to that is being called the third stage, and the inferior stage to that is being called the fourth stage.